Chipotle's now accepting cryptocurrency payments at U.S. locations. The chain's partnership with Flexa allows customers to pay with 98 different digital currencies, including, of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. You are listening to another episode of the Black Man Into the Wild podcast. You know I'm blessed to be here with you all today. And as always, I'm blessed to have you here with me as well. Today, I want to talk about Bitcoin. I've got about 4, maybe 5 different stories here. I think I'm going to break this up into 2 separate episodes today. Now, if you're a returning listener, then you already know what time it is. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, I've got a couple of episodes dedicated to Bitcoin that you can go back to and check out whenever you want. Check out, Is Bitcoin the Answer? Bitcoin Mining Explained. Bitcoin to 100K. And fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Today, we're going to try and do Bitcoin to 100K part 2 and part 3. But before we get started, as always, if you have not already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share with your friends if you like what you hear. Also, you can listen and download each episode of the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're streaming right now on all major digital streaming platforms, including Amazon Audible and iHeartRadio. I appreciate your support. This first story comes from CoinDesk. Fast casual chain Chipotle Mexican Grill has begun accepting cryptocurrency payments through a digital payments platform called Flexa. Customers can pay for their burritos using the app at any Chipotle restaurant across the U.S. Now, if you're not familiar, Flexa is the global leader in pure digital payments. The platform supports 98 digital currencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, and claims to be the most fraud-proof payments network in the world. To celebrate its new payment options, Chipotle is giving 10% off to customers who make their next purchase with any digital currency in a Flexa-enabled app. Now, this isn't Chipotle's first move into digital currency. Last year, Chipotle announced it would give away $100,000 in free burritos and $100,000 in Bitcoin to celebrate National Burrito Day. Chipotle joins a growing list of fast food restaurants experimenting with cryptocurrency payments and promotions. Back in March, Shake Shack announced that customers would receive 15% of their purchases back in the form of Bitcoin on any Shake Shack purchase made with Block's Cash App, debit card, Cash Card. And nearly a year earlier, sandwich shop Quiznos partnered with Bakkt App to launch a pilot program to accept payments in Bitcoin at select Quiznos outlets in Denver. Now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't even know Quiznos was still a thing. And believe it or not, Gucci, yes, that's right, Gucci is tapping into the crypto crowd too. From Vogue Business, Gucci to accept crypto in leap for the luxury industry. It says the pilot, which kicked off in select stores earlier this year, is a significant step toward Gucci blending its Web3 and physical communities. First of all, who's even thinking about Gucci these days? I mean, we are about to be in a recession, people. Have you seen the price of a single gallon of gas recently? The brand will accept cryptocurrency payments in some U.S. stores at the end of this month. Now, I believe this article was published back in May, and plans to extend the pilot to all of its directly operated North American stores this summer. And now we're in the middle of August. The move marks a major validation for the currency from a leading luxury brand. It says, in-store crypto payments will be made with a link sent via email to the customer. The link contains a QR code that allows them to execute the payment from their crypto wallet. The first Gucci stores to take crypto are Wooster Street in New York, Rodeo Drive in Los Angeles, Miami Design District, Phipps Plaza in Atlanta, and the Shops at Crystals in Las Vegas. Brands have been increasingly testing blockchain technologies, primarily through NFT artwork collections and digital twins that store product information. But in-store crypto payments are still nascent. Gucci has established itself as an early adopter of Web3 technologies, which include blockchain, and crypto payments mark another step toward Gucci blending its existing physical presence with its emerging Web3 efforts. A handful of other luxury retailers have started testing out crypto payments. In March, Off-White announced that flagship stores in Paris, London, and Milan had begun accepting payments in crypto, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. Gucci has recently built out a Web3 focused team and has purchased and is developing digital real estate on this sandbox, a blockchain-based real estate platform in which Adidas and Al Dente, among others, are also developing land. Next, a man who lost $176 million worth of Bitcoin in a dump wants to use a pair of $75,000 robot dogs in his master plan to get it back. James Howells, the man who made headlines after he lost 8,000 Bitcoins on a hard drive that he accidentally threw away, has a master plan to get his cryptocurrency back. Will he be successful, though? We'll have to wait and see. Howells threw out the hard drive containing the Bitcoins in 2013, which ended up in his local landfill in Newport, Wales. Cue the robot dogs. Howells says that he has put together an $11 million business plan to recover the hard drive, the value of which stands at roughly $176 million, although the value of Bitcoin can fluctuate. You're telling me. Howells plans to budget for 2 robotic Spot dogs from Boston Dynamics, whose Spot robot first became commercially available in June 2020 when it hit the market at $74,500 per unit. Since then, Spot has been used to perform scans for construction projects, herd sheep, and patrol parks in Singapore to enforce social distancing. For Howells, the robots would be used both for security as roaming CCTV cameras and to scan the ground to search for his missing hard drive. Howells said if the project does go ahead, he would like to name the robotic dogs Satoshi and Hal. Satoshi Nakamoto is a pseudonym, for those who don't know, for the person or group of people who created Bitcoin, and Hal Finney was the first ever recipient of a Bitcoin transaction. Been a while since we've looked at Boston Dynamics, so to see them pop up here in this real-life application, I think is pretty cool. Let's hope that Mr. Howells gets back his Bitcoin. Let me know in the comments, what do you get on your Chipotle? And before I get out of here, don't forget that you can listen and download each episode of the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're streaming right now on all major digital streaming platforms, including Amazon, Audible, and iHeartRadio. Thanks for listening, everybody. This has been another episode of Black Man Into the Wild. Have a great day.